Hey guys, so today is a bit of a, I'm sorry you're shaking a little bit. Today is a bit of a belated birthday get ready with me. I'm just popping on some sunscreen. Today is the 22nd. It's actually Nick's mum's birthday today, so happy birthday Kathy, if you're probably not watching, but just in case. But it was my birthday on Saturday, and it was also the royal wedding. I'd actually picked out all the stuff that I wanted to use that day, but I kind of got caught up watching the wedding that I never actually got around to doing my own makeup. It was a beautiful, beautiful service. To be perfectly honest, I don't really think much of Meghan Markle. I don't know, I just never, it's not like I don't like her, I just don't really have an opinion on her. As far as I was concerned, she was just that chick from Suits, and I didn't really think she was a great actress. But you know, she was now part of the royal family, so, you know, good on her, whatever. But her dress was beautiful. It was very simplistic, but in the best way possible. It is an eternal classic cut. Her veil was insane. 16 foot, I heard. And it was embroidered with all the flowers from the Commonwealth. And oh, it was stunning. It was beautiful. It was a sight to behold. Aside from that, didn't really do much on my birthday. It was kind of a chill, do nothing kind of day. So yeah, I don't tend to do much for my birthdays. I've never really done, not since I was a kid, I've never really done much on my birthdays. I've never really, like you guys know, I don't exactly have a big circle of friends. I don't have many people to invite to things. So this is going to be a catch-up get ready with me, and it's also going to be a bit of like a first impressions kind of thing. I'm trying out the Colour Drain palette. Oh, so excited. But yeah, I'm using the brow bone shade from my Panlet palette, which I still haven't made my mind up whether or not I want to continue with this, but I haven't really been wearing a whole lot of makeup over the last week or two, so I don't really have a whole lot of progress to show anyway, so it doesn't really matter either way, really. So basically, to start from the beginning, I've had quite a lot of stressy things going on. The main stress in my life has been Rowan's health. He's a lot better now. I will insert clips of what he was like and what he is like now. What you're seeing here is like the main patch of eczema that we're trying to keep on top of, because who's that? Hey guys, this is me on a different day. I totally forgot to film this little segment, but I wanted to show you how much better Rowan's head is. Like, even his face is so much better. It's a little red at the moment because he's just been clawing at it, but generally speaking, he's all much better. The only problem we have at the moment is if he gets his glove and his hat off while he's sleeping, he will scratch his head. But it's not raw or seeping or anything. It's pretty much just where his head has rubbed where he's been sitting and nothing else. It's not inflamed, it's not infected, it's all good. And he's such a happy little boy now. Aren't you? Yeah. I'd give you a kiss, but I don't want to cover you in green. I'm trying something. Yeah. But yeah, he had a course of antibiotics and some steroid creams, we did the course of antibiotics and it was fine for like maybe a week, and then it just came back like really bad. So when I was up getting his jabs, I was going to request to see the duty doctor anyway, because I was concerned. And the health visitor that I saw that day, he was getting his next round of immunisations, so the health visitor I saw that day was my old health visitor, so we kind of knew each other a lot better. And she was also concerned, and she just went right away and made an appointment with the duty doctor for me, which was great. The duty doctor I saw was the same doctor that I saw about Luna's mobility and her walking. So that was great. I was with a doctor that I knew. Because the last doctor I saw for Rowan, I'd never seen before, and it all felt very rushed. And at the time, Rowan was very, very upset, like really upset, and I couldn't hear half of what the person was saying. I'm gonna go in with air. So it turns out a lot of what went wrong with the first round of care is that I didn't have all the information that I needed. The doctor I saw this time round, she wrote everything down for me. We discussed it, and she gave me a prescription for another dose of penicillin. She gave me 2 lots of cream, a strong steroid cream and another tube of the steroid cream I'd been given before, which is a milder one. And I came back in, I think it was a week later. I came back, and she was more than impressed with everything. She was so happy with how happy he was, how clear his skin was, and then we discussed it again, and we wrote out a care plan for him. So I have to go back again in, I think it's 2 weeks now. I have to go back for another checkup with him, and we'll see where we go from there. I'm gonna go in with Empress. Oh, it's just suddenly got bright. Well, it looks like a pretty colour. Oh. So yeah, it just turns out like a lot of what was going wrong with his skin was I wasn't given enough information during the first round of care. And now that I have all the information, that I'm with a doctor that took the time to explain everything to me, make sure I understood, and wrote it down for me to take away, rather than just expect me to remember. Because when you're dealing with steroids, you don't really want to be like willy-nilly with that stuff. It's something you want to take a lot of care over. So that's great. I do have a concern about his weight, because he has been dropping percentiles, but the doctor thinks that could be because of the skin infection, like with him being uncomfortable and upset, not wanting to eat, not because he wouldn't be sleeping properly either. He's more tired than hungry. And since he's recovered since he's come off the second round of medication, his feeding has been a lot better. He still has days where he doesn't eat a whole lot. Like some days he will eat like maybe between half and 3/4 of what he should be, and it does make me concerned. Nick's the more rational person, because me, I'm like, oh my god, what if he dies? He's like, calm down, it's just one day. And then the next day he's fine. I'm a concerned parent sometimes. So that has been the bulk of my stress for the last 3 weeks. And then on top of that, my parents have been moving as well. They got offered an old people's cottage, so they're moving out of my childhood home. Nick and I moved out last August, and they've had since last August to try and pack up their stuff. Like within a couple of weeks of us moving, my dad went out and got tons of of collapsed boxes from a local shop. They'd gotten their delivery, who took their boxes, and they were just sitting in our old bedroom waiting for them to put their stuff in. And did they pack their stuff? No, they didn't. As I said, today is the 22nd. They handed their keys in yesterday. I went round on Friday just past to pick up the last of our stuff, which, by the way, wasn't a lot of stuff. It was mostly cups, balls of wool, and random knickknacks. For real. My mum's been on at me for like the last 6 months. Oh, remember you still got stuff here. Remember you still got stuff here. It was like nothing. It was stuff they could have just brought round in their shopping trolley, because I don't drive. I don't drive, and every time I ask anyone to, you know, for a favour to like drive over there and get stuff, no one's really been available. So I had to, thankfully Nick's sister was able to take me over, because there's only so much you can carry in a backpack and in the undercarriage of a pushchair, you know. There's only so much you can take at one time, and I don't really want it all getting broken, especially the cups. And that was what kind of happened the last time we took stuff over using that method. We broke some stuff, so I didn't really want that happening again. I was going to put a base down, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just go in. I'm going to take Ladyship, the purpley one. This is going to be colourful. I want colour. So yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing that happened, and what was I saying? Went over there on Friday to find my mum sitting folding clothes to put in boxes. When you're moving, you don't box up your clothes, you shove them in black bags. It's like clothes are the worst, the least of your concerns when you're moving. So yeah, my mum and I actually got in a bit of an argument over that, like me pointing out that they've had all this time to pack up their stuff, and she kept saying, oh but this, oh but that, oh but this, and I kept coming back with, but you've had since August. But you've had since August. That was my instant response to every excuse she came up with. You've had since August. Fine. Just couldn't be bothered. So why didn't you just say so? I would rather people just be honest. If you couldn't be bothered packing up your stuff, just say you can't be bothered packing up your stuff, rather than trying to make a sympathetic situation out of something that's your own fault. I know I sound like I'm being super harsh, but it really irritates me a lot. I love my mum, but she is a bit lazy sometimes. Just to put it nicely, she is a bit lazy sometimes. So I'm just going to go back in with a little bit more of Empress on a fluffier brush to try and blend out that purple. And so yeah, and they also hadn't even arranged a mover. They hadn't arranged anyone to help them move their stuff. So luckily they managed to get my uncle to help out, because he owns a business, and he lent them a couple of bands and a couple of guys to help move. So yeah, they moved in over this weekend. I haven't been over. I've been over once to the new place, but I haven't been over since they've moved. I'll probably go over, I don't know when I'll go over, because where they live now is an hour, 40 minutes to an hour away by bus. Thankfully it's just one bus, but still 40 minutes to an hour away, and you know, trying to fit that around 2 kids, and I have to fit that around expressing and feeding and being here, there and everywhere. That's why I ended up with mastitis, because as some of you know, I feed her on express breast milk, because actual breastfeeding gives me headaches, so I express feed, and I have to express regularly throughout the day, otherwise you get blocked milk ducts and you end up with mastitis. Oh, because I couldn't stick to a regular expressing schedule for the last couple of weeks, and sometimes I would be so tired that I wouldn't be able to finish expressing. Like it can take anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes to fully empty a boob, just to put that out there, just in case any of you wanted to know. It can take 15 to 20 minutes to fully empty a boob. I'm going to take Royal Highness and put that on the lid. Ooh, that's pretty. So yeah, when it comes to like the end of the night, like I might have passed out on the sofa, or I'm falling asleep while I'm expressing, which is I don't really want to suction off my nipple, you know. So that's kind of how I ended up with a bout of mastitis, and it was actually between me visiting my parents and them moving last week that it really hit hard. Like I just felt cold all the time. I felt really tired, and then suddenly it was beyond cold. Like I was shivering. I was wearing leggings and a t-shirt. I put on a jumper. I put on a pair of fuzzy like fleecy pajama bottoms over my leggings. I put on thick socks. I put on my dressing gown, and still I was shivering. It subsided a bit when I took painkillers, and then when the painkillers wore off, I had like a spiking fever. I was just like melting. So I took a nap, took more painkillers and went to bed. And over the next couple of days, I got better. Oh, I love how this is turning out. Just need to go check on the little man. I'll be right back. I know this is probably such a basic look from this palette. I am adoring it so much. Just gonna put a little bit more purple in that crease area. A little bit more of ladyship. And then this week we had Nick's mum over yesterday. I have the doctor today. We're going out. Well, I'll probably be able to do some stuff myself tomorrow because Nick's taking Luna out for the day. And then my mum is supposed to be coming around sometime this week. She hasn't said when, so I can't really make plans for things, which is a bit frustrating. So pretty much it's not going to be until maybe next week until I can just relax and get, actually maybe not next week, possibly not even next week, because I think Rowan has his next jabs next week, and then it's Luna's birthday. So I just, it's something that this is going to come off a little ranty. I'm going in with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, which I haven't used in so long. I miss it so much. But yeah, this is going to come off as possibly a little bitchy, or just, I'm just generally irritated by the whole idea. A lot of people seem to think that when, you know, you're on maternity leave, that all you're doing is sitting around looking after your children, you're never leaving the house. And that times people say to me, oh, it'll be good for you to get out. As if I'm just holed up in my house 24/7. I'm not. We go out all the time. We go out all the time. Yeah, it is a bit of a challenge to go out, but challenges are there to be overcome. My current challenge is getting Luna to realise that the world isn't ending every time a show ends. It's a huge challenge for me to take them out by myself. It's not impossible, it's just challenging. But we go out together as a family a lot. So it really irritates me when people like make out as if we're some kind of cloistered little hermit family. It couldn't be any further from the truth. Just because I don't go to every single mother-toddler group or every family event that's on. Sure, we don't go everywhere because we don't have a car, I don't drive. That is something I want to rectify this year, or before my 30th anyway. Something I want to change. Where is my concealer? There it is. Pulled out the Smashbox HD concealer. But yeah, on top of like family stuff, I have things I want to do too. It's almost as if I'm not allowed to have a hobby, you know? Like YouTube is my hobby, it's what I do to stay a little bit sane. You know? And well, I'm perfectly fine with, you know, like I only really film like maybe, like I said, 2 or 3 days a week. But when I go weeks on end without being able to film at all, it kind of gets up my back that I'm not allowed to do what makes me happy. It kind of irritates me a little bit. I know that might sound a bit much, but anyone who makes videos might understand. Like, when you've been doing this for so long, if it kind of becomes part of who you are, you kind of feel a bit lost without it. Sure, there are times when I take it too far and I'm just like obsessed with it. But generally speaking, I like talking to the camera. Like, you guys are like my friends. I love talking to you guys. There's a little group of you that comment on every video and I feel like we're getting to know each other. We're sharing little anecdotes back and forth and it's great fun, you know? There's a lot of people in real life who say they're my friends. I haven't seen them in the last 6 months. Just saying. And specifically within like the last 2 to 3 months, like since Rowan's been born, I've seen people less and less. No one talks to me, no one contacts me because, oh, you must be busy. Yeah, I am busy, but... Sorry, I'm going in with the Giorgio Armani Lasting Silk Foundation. I know, super, super luxe today. I actually don't know if I've ever used this. I think I've used this foundation a couple of times. So we'll see if I still like it or if I like it at all, because I can't remember anything about it. It's a good colour. But yeah, sure, I'm busy. I have things to do, but that doesn't mean I can't fit you into my life. I just... You know, you can come round to my house. I have a house for people to come visit me in now. You know, it's not like you're sitting on my bed anymore. We have sofas, we have chairs. I can make you a cup of coffee, you know. And there's a cafe just down the street, you know. I can go there. You just have to understand that I'm probably gonna have to take the kids with me. And a lot of people don't like that. Or worse is when they don't want to see you, they want to see your kids. That hurts a little bit when people just want to see your kids, they don't actually want to see you. Oh, this is turning into a bit of a bummer video, isn't it? But yeah, this is such a lightweight foundation. Hello, I like ya. But I suppose that's enough chat about the woes of life. I suppose I could update you guys on plans for YouTube and that. yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna scale back my videos. I've just decided, because like I can't get into a set routine of having time to edit all the videos that I could potentially film. I'm just gonna cut it back to like 3 videos a week. And I'm also thinking of stopping a few of my project pans, because even just doing this video, like using this makeup is making me so happy right now. It's insane. Using different makeup, and you know, I've been using roughly the same makeup consistently since February, and to be honest, I'm getting a bit bored, and I've gotten a whole bunch of new makeup for my birthday, and I want to use my makeup while it's new. I mean, this eyeshadow palette, hello, but I'm not going to be able to get regular use of this if I'm doing Pan That Palette, and the eyeshadows in Pan That Palette are really driving me nuts, and I do want to do another declutter. I'll do another declutter before I do my collection and storage video, because there's a lot of well, not a lot, but there's definitely a good chunk of stuff that I want to get rid of. Oh, I like this foundation. It's very, very nice. Should be this like a 40-something pound foundation, and this is like maybe the 3rd or 4th time I've used it. Shocking. So to set everything, today I'm using my Chanel powder, because this is like my fave. This is actually my fave powder. I do tend to take this one in my kit as well when I do other people's makeup, because it looks so beautiful on the skin. It is a beautiful, finely milled, translucent powder that it gives such a nice velvety finish to the skin. It's not too matte. Still makes my skin, and it's not too... I think it's just such a nice change to setting my face with a mineral foundation, because that's what Laura Mercier powder is their mineral foundation. And this is just so lightweight in comparison. I love it. For highlight, I'm going to use Prosecco Pop from Becca, which is now available in a single. I may purchase the single, just so I know that I always have this highlight, because I know it's a darker highlight, but I freaking adore it. I like Prosecco Pop, I like Champagne Pop. There are a couple, like, as I said in my like wish list video, I do eventually want to own all the shades. For blush, I'm using Amaretto, which I wish this would come in a single, although I'm pretty sure I own blushes similar to it. It's just so pretty. I actually wondered what you guys maybe thought of the idea of a video, you know, like Pokemon, gotta catch them all. I don't know if anyone's actually done this before. Let me know if someone has. I haven't actually looked up. But you know, like makeup products where you know you want all of them. I remember there was a tag going around that was called 4 or more, where you showed all the makeup products that you had 4 or more of. Like if you had like 4 or more Becca highlights, that kind of thing. But what about a video sharing the products that you want 4 or more of, you know? I think that would be interesting. Just a quick go around with bronzer. I pulled out the Guerlain. This one is in Clear Brunettes. Yes, it's had a child's nail in it. This was when I stopped letting her play with my makeup when the day she discovered she can open things. And she opened it and nailed straight across the product. Like, no. Okay, so now to do the under eye portion, just going to take some of air and run under my eye with that. I actually bought these ones by mistake. Well, not by mistake, I thought they were going to be different, but they have actually turned out really handy for being an under eye fluffy brush. These are the Morphe M562s. They're just... I thought they were going to be a bit more like this guy, not this guy. Do I have one here? No, I don't. Oh no, I do. I thought they were going to be more like this guy. This is the M514. They kind of are. They're just a lot tinier, if you can tell the difference. Like, they're the third of the size. But they're great for blending out under the eye stuff. So I'm going to take a bit of Royal Highness. Take that underneath. And then I'm going to take a bit of her ladyship. Oh, it makes my day. Just actually making my day. It's a bit glam for going to the doctor, but I'm going for some intimate discussions, so I'm going to be having my dignity dropped at the door, so I might as well look glam while I'm doing that. I know that's so very vague, but not really something I want to talk about. Shouldn't really bring it up then, should I? Moron. And then in the inner corner, I'm going to take a little bit of crown. Oh, that is pretty. So pretty. Oh, it's a beautiful pink iridescence. I actually thought I was going to shift silver. I didn't really notice until I broke like the top pressing. It shifts pink. Oh, it's like a pinky gold. Oh, that's so nice. So nice. So happy with that palette. So next I'm going to take some mascara. I'm using the Sumptuous Extreme from Estee Lauder, my holy grail baby. Okay, so I can't find my brow product, like my brow plumper. I do have this Freedom pomade in here, so I'm gonna use it. And hopefully my brows don't go mental. It's actually not too bad. It's a bit more than what I've been used to lately, but it's not bad. Not bad. And to finish it off, I'm gonna use my new tube of Jubilee. Admittedly, this would probably look better with a liner, but I don't care. I've been without Jubilee for way too long. Okay, so here is my belated birthday makeup. If I had done my makeup on Saturday, this is probably how it would have turned out. I think the only thing I would do differently maybe is put on some liner, but I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm happy with how it looks. I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Maybe later on in the day when I'm not going anywhere else, I might experiment a little. I might try some purple blush or something, but really happy with how it turned out. It just kind of reaffirms my notion that I want to use my newer makeup, because this foundation, the GRWM, has just gone on so nicely. It looks so good on the skin. The Chanel powder looks so nice on top of it. So yeah, I'm really rethinking what I want to do project panning wise. So let me know what you think. This video will probably go up way before I do my my next project pan thoughts video. So let me know what you guys think, what should do project panning wise. I just caught between a rock and a hard place. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.